Okay, so we've pretty much played the E and the A shape for the minor there. Alright, we went around the circle. Let's look over at the G shape here. So if we're going to play the G shape, you know, with the A shape minor, you had that nice three notes lined up there, and those are the notes that you usually wouldn't expect to see. People usually would play those notes, you know, like that. Oh, okay, there's a chord. Wow, you know, but you really look at it as part of an A-shaped six minor arpeggio, you know. Okay, there's its relative minor shape. So there's, you know, two ways to do it. And what I was making this lesson about, and what I'm working on, is playing them quicker so we can do them in the groove. But it's just, not just the groove. I mean, you could do them anywhere to any song that stays in one key and doesn't go crazy, you know, in different keys. I'm not putting down music that's like, you know, super duper great and it sounds good. I'm talking about just music that won't stay in one key, you know, and it doesn't sound good either. So there's something going on there. So as long as the music's gonna stay in one key, and most pieces of music do stay in one key, you know, most popular songs are pretty much in one key. Then you can play along with it. Any song, it doesn't matter. You just have to, you know, get into the rhythm of what that song is, and you can solo. You can use these as solo arpeggios, solo on or scales, whatever you want to call them. So let's look at the G shape. G shape major. Okay, so first, before I go into any challenging arpeggios, the new stuff, I like to, you know, rehash the G pentatonic here. Now, I call this the G pentatonic. Okay, but this is really the Aeolian pentatonic as it relates to its root here. Okay, somebody's shooting out there. It's almost Thanksgiving, it's hunting season and all that. Around here, that's a tradition, but not. It doesn't seem to happen like every year. It's like every other year or something. Um, so I guess it's that time of year. You know, it gets starting to get colder outside, and so people can, um, you know, do their outdoor work on their hunting. Uh, you know, the outdoor work they have to do to get the meat to eat and stuff like that, and all of the foliage is, you know, starting. Although we have really good grass around here, you know, that's what it is. That grazing animals graze all summer, and then come fall, that's harvest time. Okay, so that's why we have. If you hear any shooting back, that's across the highway there, and hopefully he's, you know, using his gun safely. Anyway, so we have a major, minor, half diminished here. Um, so in the G shape, once again, we learned a lesson today about the pentatonic scales. That the pentatonic scales, as far as I depict them, are in the root key, so they're pretty much Aeolian pentatonic scales. Um, so that what that's saying is an Aeolian pentatonic scale is just a root pentatonic scale starting from the sixth. Okay, but if we do a root pentatonic scale starting from, let's say, the second, that's not a Dorian pentatonic, because the Dorian pentatonic would be following the pentatonic of the fourth. So it would be something like that, as opposed to, okay, so it's on piano, it's like, wow, I can't even hear that, but it really does matter. It kind of tripped me up this morning. Okay, so when we got to the D-shaped pentatonic, okay, and I was showing you that the D-shaped pentatonic contains that minor. Yeah, if we're going to do the fourth minor, then we have to use the shape no longer in the D shape. We have to do the fourth of that D shape, which is the G shape, and then its sixth pentatonic minor is going to be the Dorian of the original thing that we were in, that D cage. I know that's not the subject of this particularly, that's the subject of this lesson, but it is. We've touched upon it in the past, and like I say, you have to learn the root and its relative sixth, the root major shapes. Okay, here's the 5 shapes: C, A, G, E, and D. D, we just start here and put the C on top. Okay, C, we just play up from there. G, here's the G we're going to do right now, and then we're going to get to the long patterns. And we have to get to the long patterns, or else you'll have to play these patterns will have to be played from fret 1 on. You can't play it from the open or the capo, or you get in trouble, because it's like playing against a brick wall. Mr. Capo isn't going to move. He is set there. He is not going to move. Here's the G for major, root 3, 5 right there, a G chord. That's the bottom of our G. Here's our action fingers, pretty much our action fingers. So we have root 3, 5, and then the E shape is root, and then the C shape it warps up, so it goes straight up. So we have 3 to the bar right there, because the 3 is going to be where the 4 is. And then back to the G shape, like that. For the minor, we're not going to play the 5, we're going to play the 6 instead. So it's G shape, 6 root. D's, like as usual, always the 3, but A is going to be the 6 this time. So it's, now remember, in the G shape for the S5 for G, we're going to be playing what? One advanced letter in the caged word, C-A-G-E-D. So G goes to E. We're going to be playing E minor, because remember, caged is a descending scale. C-A-G-E-D, C-A-G-E-D. So if we're in the major, the 6 minor is going to be one caged letter advanced minor style. So the G box, the G goes to the E. It's going to be an E minor. Action finger is going to be right here for that E minor, right? Okay, so G box right there. Sorry, I was playing the wrong notes. I was playing this. Yeah, that's weird. That's what I'm talking about, staying in the key. So we're going to be outlining that E minor shape. So here we go with the minor 6. We're going to go G, 6 root, D is 3, A is 6. There and we're almost done. E is root. There, we've outlined the E minor shape. Now C, we're going to bring it over the C string shape. Okay, and then repeat the G string shape on top. Okay. Root for the E. A is 6. D is 3 as usual.